Hi, I'm gonna run a little experiment. So anyone who's used the Katadyn BeFree water filtration system for backpacking, through hiking, day trips, it's great. It's like by far the favorite filtration system on the market, I think. We've had it for maybe a year or two. The problem is that it's gotten so slower than our friends. It takes so long to filter water. So I watched some tips and tricks on YouTube that different people suggested to try to get it working better, and I bought a new one. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is show you guys how painfully slow it's currently filtrating, and then try some of the tricks to see if I can get it working better. Ready, set, go. I think this is filtering better than it did when we were backpacking. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what the deal is. Anyways, I'm squeezing firmly, not excessively, because we don't want to break down the connection points. It is filtering way faster. Oh my God, come on. Okay, that took about 1 minute and 21 seconds, and it was faster than it had been to filter 1 liter of water. And I think it's supposed to like filter at a rate of like 30 seconds. So at least twice as slow as it maybe once was. So next I filled it back up with filtered water again, and I'm gonna give it a real good shake. You know what, hold on. I gotta take some of the water out first. Yeah! Oh. Okay, I'm back after some vigorous shaking, and we're gonna do another time test. This time I'm gonna leave my watch on so it actually accurately times it. Okay, ready, set, let me clear that. Here we go. I don't know, it seems about the same to me. Maybe it's a little slower. And time. 1 minute 58, that's slower. Round 2, vigorous shaking. Okay, we're back after 2 rounds of vigorous shaking with filtered water. Ready to time it again? Ready, set, go. $2:23. It's getting slower each time I vigorously shake it. And just to see the water bowl after I did it, some YouTubers were showing all sorts of dirt and mud coming out of their filter after they vigorously shook it and filtered it, but my water's looking pretty darn clean. Okay, back again. Rounds 1 and 2 failed. It got slower every time I vigorously shook it, unlike people I saw on YouTube doing it. So round 3 is gonna be hot water. I heated up filtered water to about 130 degrees. I didn't want it so hot that it's gonna break down the material here, but pretty warm water. We're gonna try this round. Okay, on the mark, get set, go. Ooh, it's burning my hands. I don't know, I think it's slowing down even more. I need a towel here, it's hot. All right, and time. Okay, so I'm totally sweating after that last round of hot water. It doesn't help that it's like 130 degrees. Not 130 degrees here, it's 103 degrees outside, and it's not that much cooler inside the house. It took 3 minutes and 14 seconds, so even slower with the hot water. So my next experiment is gonna be putting distilled white vinegar in a cup. I'm gonna pour the vinegar, half of it on the floor like I just did, just up until the blue line so that the whole filter is covered, and let that sit for an hour. Hi guys, I'm back. It's been about an hour. I have some room temperature filtered water here. I'm gonna take my filter out of the vinegar and I'm gonna run it through this filtered water 2 to 3 times, and I'm gonna time it each time I do it. So you can see how slow that is. My hands are hurting. All right, I'm gonna end it. And we're at 4 minutes and 2 seconds slower. Okay, back. Round 3, or round, I don't know, round 10, whatever round it is. I have put the second batch of filtered water into this. Let's see if it's any faster. Ready, and go. All right, this is getting painful, and this is kind of what it's like in the back country. We notice it progressively slows down during the duration of our trip. Each time it seems to get slower and slower. Okay, in summary, yes, I'm laying down because I'm so hot and tired from squeezing that filter. The first time I squeezed it was on our old filter, and it had been drying out for about a week since we last used it, and it took 1 minute and 25 seconds. After vigorously shaking it with filtered room temperature water, it took 1 minute and 58 seconds. Second round of vigorous shaking, 2 minutes and 23 seconds. After hot water, 3 minutes and 14 seconds. After soaking in vinegar for 1 hour, 4 minutes and 2 seconds. Second round of filtered water after the vinegar, 4 minutes and 37 seconds. So none of the tips and trips that I came across on YouTube seemed to help at all. It just got progressively worse over time, and that's what we have been noticing in the backcountry. As our trip goes on, the more water we filter, the slower and the slower it gets. And again, we've had our filter for I think 2 years, and we've used it on maybe 5 trips per year, weekend trips, not like week-long trips. And we have a friend who bought hers at the same time and has used it about the same amount of time. She goes on trips with us, and hers works a lot better. And that's what I've also heard on YouTube. There's a lot of variability in user experience. So I bought a new one. I'm hoping it works better, but I'm also hoping that it's not the same, because I love this filter. It's very convenient. It's lightweight. It works great when it works, but if it's slowing down after like 10 uses to the point where it's a struggle to get water, I don't know if it's worth it. So I would appreciate any suggestions or tips. Thanks for watching.